And you all manage to fall asleep just based on how tired you are as people in a hospital. And during the middle of the night, it's hard to tell what time it is. Wendy, you wake up. You're,
Oh no.
it's you look around, and at the foot of your bed you notice there's a shadow. Like, hard to tell if it's just a trick of light from the window, from the moonlight or something. It's hard to tell.
Hello?
As you do that, the shadow just kind of goes, and
Fuck!
it like and it does like this really kind of weird motion, but you realize that it like grabs your leg. You feel some pressure, and now you can't move or talk
No.
or anything. You're just paralyzed and sitting there. And it just, as it like lets go, you see like what look like little needle points kind of suck back into its fingers, and then it just kind of goes and it as it starts to get a little closer, you can see what it looks like, and it kind of looks like this nurse that doesn't necessarily have like just skin, but it's got lips, and it's got like a smile that goes like this, but it's all sewn shut. As it gets closer, it looks at you, and it starts to smile, like slowly. You can see that its teeth are razor sharp, and as it smiles, its stitching pops, and the smile just keeps going. Like, and as it smiles, like, the skin kind of peels back, so all you can see is, like, meat and gums in its teeth.
Why me?
And enough of it smiles that you can actually see that it does have eyes under there, but you can't get a quite good look at them. And then it kind of makes like this little cackle, and it like snaps, and it looks behind it, and you can see, Ed, you also have one sitting at the foot of your bed. And they kind of crack at each other, like, as they like do that. If Bobby and Roberta wake up, based on hearing these noises, you realize you can't move or anything. You're just, like, there's something wrong with your body. It's not acting on anything. And then, as these two things kind of seem to converse with each other, happy in their discoveries, they start to pull the stretchers out from their docks, and they start to bring Wendy and Ed out of the room. They're twitching as they're, like, taking you out of the room. They don't walk right and everything, and they just start to take you out of the room, and there's nothing nobody can do about it.
And I'm totally paralyzed.
Yep. Paralyzed. You can look around, your eyes move, that's
I'll just
it.
lock eyes with Roberta, and her eyes are just so wide, and they are just sunken in even more, and it's just like complete terror on her face.
Yeah, wait, first of all,
I was just checking. It was great. I just want to fuck us up, Dave. Fuck us up. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. Everybody's good.
So,
I'm so happy you came for me first. I'm so excited about this. Bring on the pain.
Alrighty. So, anybody who saw that has to take a stability test. So the way that works again is, if you were left behind, so Roberta and Bobby, I think, yeah. You guys have to pass 3. If you are taken, you have to pass a 4. And again, you can spend your stability to make sure you pass that number. Right now, it's a kind of a low number, so like if you don't pass, you would still lose the same amount. I didn't say like, oh, you'd lose 8 or something like that.
So you have to roll 4 or higher. Yeah. I rolled a 4.
Perfect.
I rolled exactly a 4.
I rolled a 1. Oh, that's not good for me, my brain.
I'm risking it. Nope, that's 2.
So you take 4 stability damage. And you can go in the negative with stability, so that's fun.
Oh, that's good.
So, why don't Roberta and Bobby take off your headphones?
Yes.
So,
Fuck.
you see just the ceiling going by. You start to feel a little bit of feeling come back to some of your limbs, like the tips of your fingers and everything like that. You can kind of talk to each other now. You see the nurses are like kind of talking to each other, almost like they're having a conversation, but all it is like cracks and cackles in sighs instead of like an actual language. What you also notice as you look around is that the hospital does not look like how it used to look. There's more hallways than you remember, and some of those hallways lead into pure darkness. It's hard to tell what's going on in them. Some of them have debris you haven't seen before. It's strange what's going on with this hospital at this point. And after a bit, you're wheeled into what looks like an operating theater, but it's a very old operating theater. Doesn't look like a modern one at all. And as you can kind of look around, you notice that everything is covered with dust cloths. They kind of leave you in the entrance to this big room as the lights kind of and the nurses take the dust rags off and they throw it on the floor. They're kind of setting up the room for you, but you're now like left alone and have some feeling back.
Do you see anything we can grab to get out of here?
I'll look around.
And I'm gonna scan the area too, seeing if there's anything
plenty
sharp
of
or anything.
Debris. If you'd like, you can potentially spend a little bit of like life to like 1 health point to try and get up. You start to sort of feel a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll try to gingerly and quietly sit up.
So you sit up, and before you can spend that health point, behind you hear and something stabs you in the neck. And
what the fuck?
It's another nurse that you didn't see. And again, you feel the paralyzation effect come back on, and you slump back into the chair. And it looks at you, Ed, and it just does it anyway. Like, you didn't struggle or anything. It's just making sure. All right. So, with that, you two take your headphones off. We'll switch back to Roberta and Bobby.
The fuck is happening?
So you guys feel your body come back to you now. Your friends are gone, and I told them to take their headphones off.
I got emergency snacks. I did too. Listen, we up and left. We needed snacks.
But yes, you feel your body return to you as it is now maybe 3 a.m. at this hospital. Surprisingly, nobody's come to like check on any of this.
Is it like kind of, yeah, does like our feeling come back all at once, or is it kind of just like a
slow fade?
Okay.
Yeah. But I want to say by now it's back.
Okay. As soon as I can, I sit up.
Same.
And like look around and I was like, the fuck, what the fuck?
What happened? What was that?
I don't know. Do you know?
No, I don't know.
We should go make sure they're okay, right?
Did you see those things?
Yeah, and they took them away.
Do you want to go to them? You want to
No.
go to that? You want to go to them?
I mean, I'm not gonna deny I'm curious, but no. Like,
Roberta is going to get out of bed.
What hell?
She starts crying.
pain.
Wait, where do I take that from? Where is it? Health. There it is. Jesus. Good God Almighty.
Right, we have like not enough.
Cool,
No,
cool.
nothing.
I nearly died doing that. And she's gonna go up to the door and peek out to see, is anybody at the nurse's station right there?
Nope. It's completely dark in the hospital. None of the lights
Best
are
hospital.
on.
10 out of 10.
All there is just moonlight occasionally shining through the windows. You do notice that the floor seems to be made out of a different material. It's wood now. It wasn't wood before. It was all tiles before.
The floor?
Yeah. It's wood boards.
Like everywhere?
Yeah. Not in your ward, though.
I'm gonna. Oh, so Bobby doesn't see that, but Roberta sees that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you're in a different hallway. Let's put it that way.
Okay, Roberta's gonna slowly come back inside and like swivel around right where she's standing. There's no one out there, and that's not the hallway that we were in yesterday.
Roberta, I know you're going through a lot right now, but that's not. Are you sure?
I'm gonna look back outside.
I'm gonna get out of bed and I'm gonna
Yes.
go over there. Yep. I'm gonna get out of bed. Ow, it hurts. Everything hurts and I'm dying.
How it hurts.
Everything hurts and I'm dying. Okay, so what do you do?
I want to also see outside of the place.
You see the same thing. There's a empty hallway. It almost looks like it's the same layout, but there's just subtle things that are different about it. Like, again, the floor is made out of a different material. There's maybe some ceiling tiles that you could have sworn were fine like before, are now like dangling or missing. But it looks close, but not quite.
I hate it here.
It's, okay.
Quick side note, Dave, you're doing a great job.
Yay!
Yeah, this is great. This is great. This is terrifying and great. Shit. Maybe they took them to like the examination rooms. That's where the Dr. Drake kind of looked at me, and maybe that's where they went. I really think that they're in trouble, and they were not. That's bad. What those things were bad.
We're all in trouble because that's a different hallway. We were not here. That's a different place. We're all in trouble at this point.
Oh, that was exhausting. So what do you want to do? You want to just like hang out? You want to chill here? We can have like a slumber party. Talk about like just anything. The weird flooring issue.
I don't know. Are we supposed
Okay,
to?
cool. I'm gonna grab her hand and I'm gonna walk out towards the examination rooms.
Nice.
Okay.
So there's two ways to get to the examination rooms because they're on the first floor. You're on the second floor. If you'd like, there's an elevator.
No, I'm gonna go upstairs.
That's probably a great
Absolutely.
idea.
Yeah. Real quick, when we pass by the nurse's station, Roberto's gonna pull Bobby in there and look in. Do I see any kind of like? Are there notes? Are there scalpels? Are there any kind of weapons? Or
Nope.
is there anything there?
Anything?
That is shockingly normal. There is a computer there still. It's not like it's so like the place is reverted to like a different time or something. It's still there. It's just not on or plugged in. It just seems like an empty nurse's station. But there's notes there, but nothing of interest. The computer just isn't plugged in.
Can I take the computer cord?
And we plug the computer in?
There's no.
I just
outlet.
want the cord.
But yeah,
There's
you could
no
pull
outlet.
the outlet out of it if you want.
Yeah, I just want to take the computer cord.
Yeah. It's interesting. I'm cool with this. But yeah, so that's what's there. Now, if you two could take your headphones out, and we're going to switch back to Team B.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
You're back. Okay,
I'm
so
back.
we return to you.
Doing so much.
After some time, the nurses, after they're done injecting you and cleaning up the area, they take your what's it called, stretchers, and they wheel them to the center of the room, and then they just kind of like unceremoniously dump you onto the operating tables. So, and it's cold. You immediately feel the cold of the operating tables against your skin. Or against your bodies, because it's not like they put you in. You're in whatever you were wearing. Then they give you one more injection just to be sure, and they kind of scream and they walk to the darkness of the corners of the room. As you look up at the, because it's an operating theater, between the lights it's hard to see because of how bright they are, but you can see shapes like almost like they're talking to each other in the windows. They don't look human. They have more pieces than they probably should have. Like some of them are just incorrect heights, incorrect builds. It's just they look like caricatures of people almost, and they're just silhouettes. You can't tell what they are, but they're seemingly conversing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when, after some time, the doors open, and a tall man in all black, who seems to have a bird head with glowing red eyes and a black lab coat, enters the room. Two horrid things that are impishly walking next to him. They look like small men with 8 gangly arms. Dress him as he walks closer to the door. So he's like holding up his hands. They put the gloves on him. They hand him a knife. And they hand him like all of his equipment. They just start putting stuff on him. As they finish dressing him, they slide back into the darkness and sheepishly leave the room as this horrid surgeon is looking over you. And he leans over the bed and he starts inspecting you, like he's just trying to figure out what he needs from you. He goes to Wendy and he just kind of starts like tapping the knife on like about your stomach area. And he's like, okay. And then he goes over to Ed, and he starts doing the same thing. And he seems almost happy, and he's just like, this will do. I'll do this. And then he takes his knife, and he starts to kind of like poke Ed. And then he just goes and stabs you right into your gut. And then he kind of pulls. We're about to get very violent. He pulls and just sort of like gashes you open. From Wendy's angle, you can't really tell exactly what he did. But he rips, like, he does that to Ed. And then he kind of turns around. As if he's going to grab more tools. You feel that, but the shock sets in so fast that, like, it's like you felt this sharp sting, but now it feels like it's vibrating. Like, and then all of a sudden he pulls out what looks like a bone drill. And he's just like, and he goes and he starts to open the hole he made, and he puts the bone drill inside. We're gonna cut back to the other team.
Take off our headphones again.
Yeah, you two take off your headphones.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my...
I'm doing horrible things to my friends.
All I saw was a knife movement and a plague
What
mask.
the fuck, Dave?
So, you guys make it to the first floor. You walk down the stairs. You notice that the lobby area is different. Again, but the difference here is that there seems to be more hallways than there used to be. And in not only that, but like you can see the front door, and there just seems to be some sort of shadowy force blocking it. You can't necessarily tell what it is, but it's almost like every time you try to look at it, your eyes just blur over. Like, you're just like, what the... And it's hard to see what it is. But yes, you're in the lobby area. The examination rooms are that way? That way? Hard to tell anymore.
Uh-oh.
I hate this. That was Bobby saying that.
Fuck this.
This is bad. This is... Oh, my head hurts. Okay.
Is there a door nearby?
To where? Like to
And
a
literally
room?
just a door. Is there a door anywhere around here?
Not in the lobby. No, there's just hallways that lead to other rooms that would have doors.
Okay. Should we just...
Well, it was...
Hallway?
It was kind of that way, but the hallway's like not there. It's like there. And there's just too many...
What?
Yes! Yes! Yes!
That's my comfort.
Do we just pick a hallway and go?
I guess. Yeah, that sounds great. Mm-hmm. Sure. That one. It's the closest, the one that I remember.
Okay.
Alright, so you start to walk down that hallway, and the doors are seeming sort of familiar. Again, slight things that are off and different about them. But you do notice when you're about maybe 12 feet away from the morgue, a red light shines from the morgue.
Oh,
Is it just like a stable light, or is it like there's a flashlight that is red moving around?
Nope, it's like a stable light.
Okay.
Almost as if the lights in that room are red and somebody turned it on.
Roberta has the cord like wrapped around both hands, and she just keeps tightening it and then loosening it and then tightening it and then loosening it.
I'm gonna like reach for like where your hand is, and your hand is preoccupied, so I just kind of like, okay, if I like, I'm just gonna grab around your wrist. Is that okay?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
I'm just gonna like, is there a window in the like in the door?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over there, and I'm just gonna like.
In the room, you don't see anything out of the ordinary through the window. Like, Gavin's body is still there. It's just all red in there.
Okay, clarifying question. Gavin's body's still there in the exact same place, in the exact same position it was? Okay, good. Good.
Yep.
Okay. Huh. That's good. Should we go in there?
I don't know. I've never been in a hospital that is not a hospital and is also not the hospital I was in yesterday.
I mean,
This is a
technically it's
new-
the same because that's the Gavin guy. That's the.
Okay.
Yeah? I'm gonna just like, with my foot, like just push the door in, because it swings both ways, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just like push it in, just to like start to open it, and then just very slowly kind of like.
The doors whip open,
Oh.
and what happens is, when you were looking through the window, nothing looked out of the ordinary besides the red light. However, standing in the room, this 9-foot-tall thing wearing an all-black coat is operating on Gavin. You see it sewing up Gavin's neck. You see it taking out sewing up these other marks in Gavin's chest. The thing turns to you, and its face it's just two giant eyes. And it just looks at you, and it just goes... And then you black out.
Oh no! Oh no!
And with that, you guys take your headphones off
Like
again.
a blast!
Good luck.
I didn't like those reactions.
Back to work.
Not that I'm in the best shape of things.
So, we cut back to you two. He has a bone saw, like a bone drill, inside of Ed, and you hear it, like, doing something inside of Ed's stomach. Ed, you should probably take, like, 2 hits of health for this.
Fair.
And he's just jamming this thing in there. There's blood getting everywhere, and you see him, like, kind of take his the bone saw out. It's covered in blood and pieces of bone, and he puts it down on the table, and then he just takes his hand and he reaches inside you, wrestles something, rips it out of you, and you black out. From what you can tell, Wendy, he has in his hands, are some sort of small organ. You can't really tell what it is because there's, blood all over it, and you're not exactly a doctor or anything. But he takes this thing out of Ed, and he kind of examines it. He's happy with his work, and he puts it down on this plate that's between you two. Whatever it is, it's like these two, like, they definitely look like a normal organ. It's not like he pulled some weird alien organ out of it.
Right.
But it's like these two sort of like organy ball things with like some sort of rope between them. It's hard to tell.
So
it's
if
an organ.
it was anything, it was probably kidneys.
Could be. They're smaller than that. And then he looks at you, and then he just kind of looks over you, like right in your face, like he's examining something, and he taps your forehead. He goes. Then he turns around, and he grabs an ice pick and a hammer. Mm-hmm. He puts the ice pick to your forehead, and you hear a right as you black out.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
So, with that, everybody could put their headphones on. Who's having fun?
I'm having so much fun, but I'm gonna have so many nightmares.
Happy Halloween!
No. Oh no!
Oh, hi, we're back. Are we back? Are we allowed to be back now?
You're all allowed to be back. You all wake up.
Oh.
You're back in Ward 3.
No.
It's Nurse Mathers. She opens the curtains. She's known as the no-nonsense nurse, and she's been here since forever and probably should retire soon. However, nobody can imagine Our Lady's Hospital without her. And she begins your routine morning checkups. Is there... Bobby, is there anything I can help you with? How you feeling today? Are your headaches still kicking in? And now you're probably wondering.
I'm wondering, there's a lot of things I'm wondering.
So is there anything different right now? Yes. Wendy, your forehead is wrapped up, and like you have a splitting headache. And you have like this sore pain. You also have a sore pain in your gut. You can't quite tell. Yep. Something feels, and you have a bandage around your waist as well. It's all clean. It all looks like it's done very well. Ed, you also have a bandage around your gut. You feel very sore, around your, like, just gut and crotch area. Just like everything around here hurts. It's a dull pain by this point, though. Like, and you have a bandage around your head, and you both have bandages around your waist. And Nurse Mathers is just like, Bobby, do you have a headache, or is there anything I can help you with?
What's the floor situation like outside, nurse? That's Bobby asking the nurse.
Bobby, it's floor. What do you want from me? Just take your medicine, Bobby. And she hands you a pill with a sippy cup kind of thing, and she goes on to the next person. Ed. Do you have any pain? Is there anything I can help you with?
What did you do?
What?
Why am I bandaged like this?
You had your operation. It says here you were scheduled to have this operation for weeks now.
I don't remember that.
That's what the chart here says. I don't know what to tell you, Ed. It's
what?
Maybe it's the anesthetic wearing off. You might be a little bit loopy. It's probably nothing. I could get you some aspirin for the pain.
What was the operation?
It says here, removing removing a growth in your. Well, that might be a bit personal to tell people in this room. But you probably know, don't you? Wendy, is there anything I can help you with? Okay. You feel any pain? No? Okay. Well, the aspirin's here if you need it. You just let us know. Roberta, anything I can help you with? Anything you need? Feeling all right? Okay. You had that fit yesterday? I bet that was real, huh? She knows that you were trying to distract.
Things are really hard sometimes, you know that.
Oh, yes, especially in a hospital. If you need any help, just let us know. Is there any questions I can answer? Yes.
You in the back with your hand raised.
Is there a library anywhere in this hospital, or like a reading room with books?
I mean, there was in the old wing. There's they abandoned it a long time ago, but I mean, nobody's allowed in there. Other than that, no. I could get you a book if you need a magazine or something like that. I can get you magazines from the lobby, but as far as reading material goes, if you buy anything from Amazon, I'm sure they'll ship it to you. Can't help you much there.
What's the old wing?
I mean, everybody knows the old wing. It's the one that has all the ghost stories about it. It's the spooky part of old ladies. I've been here forever. Nothing bad's ever come from it. But it's the part that was closed way back in the 80s. Hasn't reopened since. There used to be a library in there. It's been locked tight since, so I don't know.
What? Why was it closed?
The hospital wasn't getting enough funding, and we couldn't keep it open. Had to sell it off. Somebody bought it, but nobody ever did anything with it.
What kind of flooring did they have?
What is with this?
We were reading an architectural digest the other day, and we just are curious.
Okay.
Flooring in the 80s tended to be a variety of different things, such as linoleum or wood.
I mean, it's the same floor as Ward 4 if you want to see the floor up there. Wood. We only had the second and first floor redone, and then we ran out of money before we could do the first floor. Or the third floor. Wood. Are you
right,
happy?
Of course, wood flooring.
Is there any other questions?
Who performed my operation?
Says here Dr. Haverly.
Dr. Haverly.
Isn't Dr. Haverly currently quarantined elsewhere?
I heard that rumor. I don't know for a fact. That's what I heard, but I haven't checked it with him. Apparently not.
Okay, but Dr. Drake, who saw me yesterday, said that Dr. Haverly was gonna be indisposed for quite a while.
You should probably ask Dr. Drake. It sounds like he knows a bit more information than I do. Maybe something's changed, or maybe we've been out of the loop. Things are a bit crazy and nightmarish back at that old hospital, the old county hospital, so it's chaos right now. It's hard to deal with.
Can I use my bullshit detector on this?
Hell yes.
You think she's telling the truth, or she thinks she's telling the truth.
Right.
As far as she knows, that's correct information. All right, with that, let us know if you need any assistance. Whoop.
Out of character question. Did we regain any health?
Yes. Also points, if you spent any points in non-general abilities.
Even the people who got worked on?
Yeah. You slept for the rest of the night.
Oh god.
2 back.
2 health?
Yep.
Okay.